Welcome to Co-Founder Therapy.
Hosted by Jen.
Hi, and Mika.
Hi.
We're friends, co-founders, and the creators behind Salutasana.
This podcast explores the real conversations behind building something meaningful together.
Each episode is meant to be more than something you listen to.
It's a resource to help spark honest and necessary conversations with your own co-founder.
Hey, Jen here. This episode is a direct follow-up to our last conversation on accountability because after we hit stop, we realized that there was still more to unpack. This conversation comes off the back of a challenging week where we had a long list of things we said we'd get done and we didn't. What started as a discussion around staying on track turned into something deeper. The real quote-unquote side hustle experience. Managing time, energy, and expectations while building something that feels like it deserves our full attention. We start with a check-in on where we're at, then get into the tension between what we think a founder's work ethic should look like versus the reality of balancing a side hustle while working full-time. From there, the conversation gets more honest about why holding each other accountable has been hard and how it's not the conversation itself that's scary, but trying to motivate and support someone you care about when they're not doing well. This one goes beyond productivity and into the emotional side of building something together. We hope you enjoy it. Hey!
Hi!
How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm good.
How's your weekend?
It was really lovely. Honestly, lovely. My whole week, I felt super low energy, and I attribute it to being a woman, but also just like life.
Just one of those weeks.
Yeah, it's just one of those weeks. So
Yeah.
this weekend, we had a lot of fun actually. We did a lot of stuff, but I've been lower energy than I'd like to, be.
Fair enough.
And how are you? How's your sickness?
Yeah, kind of same. I've had this like really bad cold for about a week and a half and took Monday off sick from my day job, but then worked from home for the rest of the week, which working from home for me, while it's like really lovely and flexible and comfortable, it also attributes to my like lack of energy, just being kind of alone all day, you know, like being at home all day and not having that social interaction and not it's not that I didn't get any fresh air, like I had to walk my dog and so but it was kind of an odd week.
It was an odd week.
So but today we wanted to do a little check in. And also, for the purposes of the podcast, we thought this would be a good opportunity to follow up on our accountability conversation.
We recorded accountability about a month ago.
Not even, maybe 3 weeks
Really?
ago?
Wow. We're so efficient.
Well, about a month, yeah.
And if you haven't listened to that already, we talked a lot about, how to get through moments where both of us have low energy or we're not hitting the marks or the expectations that we have set. So previously we had a Zoom call on Thursday to plan out what our weekend was going to be.
All the things we wanted to accomplish.
Yeah. Everything for the business, but also just like to hang out and have fun. I don't even know how much we've accomplished.
Well, so we jumped on a call on Thursday, laid out everything we wanted to finalize this weekend.
Yeah.
And now it is Sunday at 8:48.
Yeah.
And we're just starting.
Yeah.
We're just getting started. And how does that feel for you?
I don't want to get used to this feeling because I don't like not hitting very easy expectations that I've put for myself. But it really puts a damper on my not motivation, but just
Rhythm?
yeah, the rhythm, the pace, the tempo that I'd like to upkeep.
Yeah.
It really throws everything off, and to get back onto the horse is a lot harder.
I mean, we both kind of have this tendency, this like full sprint, and then we hit a wall, and
Yeah.
then we sprint, and
Yeah.
then we hit a wall.
Yeah.
And I think this week was like, yeah, or we hit some speed bumps anyways. We're just tired. The previous 3 weeks were just like, I don't know. We were just riding on the momentum and the energy of
Yeah.
everything that we accomplished. And I don't know. I guess I wonder whether we'll find our stride. Luckily, our energy levels tend to be synced.
Yeah. I'd agree.
So when we're productive, we're like, we're
so productive.
supercharged.
Yeah.
Like, but then, yeah, weeks like this where like, I'm sick, you're low energy. I think we're both on our periods, frankly. Like just the reality of womanhood. And so it was like really hard to get. No, I think we also don't give ourselves enough credit because like we worked on Monday and then Tuesday, Wednesday, we kind of you still did some work, but we didn't it wasn't like a sit down intense working session. And then on Thursday we're like, okay, let's align on all the things, all of our sort of like tasks, our to-do list for the weekend. And then Friday, what happened on Friday?
My memory is so bad. I should know what happens. Just
because Friday
2
we were
days
going to
ago.
record. Friday you were feeling not very good.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling good at all.
Yeah, you were about to get your period.
Yeah, yeah.
Saturday we had planned to go out. Like Saturday night.
Yeah,
we
that's
went
true.
out.
Yeah, we did. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember this stuff?
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, like you worked during the day.
Yeah,
All those days too.
yeah.
So
How is it for you? How are you able to balance your day job and then co-founder therapy in Saludasana?
sorry for the sniffles. It's hard. It's been hard. The good thing is having the experience of being both a business owner, like an entrepreneur, and an employee. I'm really discovering and appreciating the boundaries that I can set when it comes to my day job. So I don't, honestly, like I try to hold myself accountable to not working a lot of overtime. Whereas when you own your own business, that's all you do is work overtime. You're
Makes
always
sense.
working.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it took me a while to find that balance, but literally for the most part, when I clock out at, somewhere between 4 and 5 o'clock, depending on what time I started that day, I'm done. I'm done. But kind of like you, like trying to figure out what that transition time looks like on the evenings and weekends so that I can switch that chip in my brain and start focusing on our business instead, our venture, this podcast, like all the projects that we've got going on. Like we're building an app.
Yeah.
That's why, that's why when I say like when we're sprinting because that one day or that 1 week we were building a new website for this podcast. We were building an app for your business, your personal training business. We were recording.
Yep.
We were editing.
Planning. And yeah, just trying to get ahead and figure out what our next steps are to be in order to get that retreat
And
going.
then, yeah. And then planning
Yeah.
Saludasana's next retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about it really reassures me that I definitely have the power and energy to do this. But like, I gotta be honest, oh my goodness, it's very interesting. I think this past year is my first year having any sort of business for myself. So I've been balancing how to keep myself afloat and then other things afloat. And I think only recently is it like really hitting me of just how hard it is to be an entrepreneur and just how hard it is to be your own boss and employee. And then no matter where you go, work is in your home and it's just everywhere. And I've been slowly trying to compartmentalize it a bit more and trying to have, just like that transition time to then switch on the different brain or hat or wear the different hats for each role. But it's been hard. It's been hard.
It is hard. It's super overwhelming. I mean, like, I know on Thursday we put our to-do list for the weekend and we were feeling overwhelmed of all the things that we wanted to do.
Yeah. I didn't want to put pressure on us, but how many things do you think we got done out of that list? Because
out of like
out of 8
pretty big things.
Yeah.
Like 2.5.
Yeah.
I mean, the evening is not over.
No.
We are night owls too. Like, we're not early birds, so we do tend to do our best work in the evening.
Yeah. I think we bang out a good 8 hours work in about 2-3 hours when we're really on top. Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem, and I'm sure this will be like a future topic, is finding balance and like preventing burnout, right?
Yeah.
Like, we do have this tendency to, take that energy and run with it, sprint with it until we fizzle out.
I do say that we're a little bit better.
We're better. I think we're better.
Oh, 100%. Like, it's not perfect, but we are noticing when our energies are low, when we need to shift or we need to reschedule or reprioritize certain things so we can get the easy things done first or tackle the hard things together. To hold each other accountable, to hold ourselves individually and then each other accountable is tough.
It is tough.
I still don't have an answer for that.
No, I mean, I don't think we're still practicing holding each other accountable.
Yeah.
But we're really trying to hold ourselves accountable.
Yes.
We really want to trust each other.
Yeah.
To hold ourselves accountable. And we're yet to have found like a strategy or a way to hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
We're trying so hard, but it's like because like I don't know about you, but like yesterday I was stressed out. I was like, Friday we were supposed to record, we didn't record.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were supposed to get work done. And then we I don't even know how it didn't happen. Like it felt like the day was started out really well and it was like flowing really well. And then suddenly it was 8 p.m.
Yeah. Just disappeared. 2 hours were gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. You see these patterns and habits, I can't say will particularly change quickly, but they have been improving. So we haven't found a system that holds us to a good pace, a realistic pace yet, but I do think we're getting there. How? I don't know.
It's a little trial and error.
It is
right?
a lot of
but
trial
it's
and error.
Yeah, we're just trying to find a steady pace.
Yeah.
Because I think when we lose momentum, we both get a little discouraged.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's nothing I love more than momentum. But when I have it, I want to use it. Mm-hmm. But then we overdo it.
Yep.
I don't know. Do other people struggle with this?
I would think so. Well, here's the thing. I don't have a lot of experience building businesses. In your past, Jen, have you seen these patterns before?
It's different, I think. That's a good question. I think it's really different. It's really different from like my past experiences. My first couple of startups I was kind of like the sole full-time person, and my co-founders were part-time because they had day jobs. And so it really was all about holding myself accountable.
Did you find that easier?
Yes and no. Because I realized, like, at the end of the day, if I didn't do the things that need to be done, they wouldn't get done at all. Like, I just I couldn't rely, I shouldn't say I couldn't rely on my co-founders, but, like, they were working full-time jobs. And so they were there to support me.
Right.
But they, it's not the same. It's not the same. It wasn't the same.
Interesting.
In terms of expectations for how the work was divided, I guess.
Right. Makes sense. Okay. Well, if we use that scenario for this, are we full-time or are we part-time?
We're both part-time.
Yeah.
Right? In the scenario that I'm speaking about, like, I was full-time and my co-founders were part-time. And then in my last company, we were, well, because the way that it happened was that we were 3 co-founders, and one of them was part-time, one of them was full-time, and I was working on my own company, and then decided to end that and join full-time.
Got it.
My last company. So that we became 2 full-time, bootstrapping, completely unpaid.
Wow.
2 full-time co-founders and 1 part-time co-founder.
Got
and
it.
Then, just because of the nature of the time, like, we started that company in 2018, and I think I didn't join full-time. I was kind of like just doing stuff off the side of my desk, and then I didn't join full-time for about over a year. And then shortly after I joined full-time, COVID happened. So then it was not just full-time, it was like overtime. It was like 70-hour, 80-hour weeks. Just because there was nothing else to do. Everything was shut down. We were social distancing. So it was like work. The only thing we could do is work. So in that sense, it was like sprinting.
Okay, I have a question then.
Like, those patterns are all very different if you think about it.
That's
like,
what
it's
I'm
not
saying.
comparable at all.
Because you've experienced so many different patterns, which one would you say you were the most consistent? Consistent as in your productivity was good, your life was good.
None.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to tell you. Most consistent
energy and progress or productivity.
This
Wow.
time around, probably.
Wow.
I think we're both really conscientious of balance.
We are, yeah.
And we're both really... we're both striving for the same things.
We're holding each other to a full-time position. Not each other, but ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, the things that we want to do, we want to achieve, is something that can be done as a full-time position.
But it's a side hustle.
It is still our part-time job, but we both have the expectation on ourselves to make it a full-time thing.
We want to. Yeah. That's always the goal.
Yeah. So I think that's why we're so, quote-unquote, behind, because we're thinking of ourselves as full-time. But in reality, right now, we are part-timers. Which I think is very funny because that's so us. We're so we're so like, no, we have to get this done perfectly because
Yeah.
that's the only answer.
I know. There's a lot of other people that do this as their full-time gigs, and yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it's hard to hold ourselves accountable, because we're trying to hold ourselves accountable to full-time people. So what would it look like as part-time?
I don't know. I think because when I think of working part-time, like I think of, I don't know, like a 20-hour a week schedule and the expectations of what you can deliver in half the time, right? But our schedules are so opposing.
You expect yourself to work all day, every day, and because of the nature of personal training, you tend to train people when they're done work.
Yeah.
Which means that your day doesn't start till like 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I've now been training morning people too, so it
Yeah.
just never stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have to, you have to plan their programs and their like nutritional plans, and then you have all the admin that goes with running a business, and then you
Really
have everything
shitty
that we're
apps.
doing. Yeah, and what?
Really shitty apps that make things so much longer than they should be.
Yeah, and then that sparks an interest in us to like, let's build a better app.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. It's just like I don't know. It's just like cascades into about a million things.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly wouldn't have it any other way, because it's not to say that it's hard. Well, I mean,
You wouldn't want to have it every other way. In a lot of ways, and don't take this the wrong way. Like because I think I am better able to compartmentalize at the moment because of the nature of my day job is like, my job expects me to be working effectively 9 to 5. So I have that. That's, one compartment of my life. And then part of the rest of my energy, part of it is like trying to figure out how to work around your schedule, because it
true.
is basically completely opposite.
It's very
to mine
chaotic.
in a way.
Yes.
Not chaotic, just not consistent.
Yeah.
Like your days are different. Every single day is different.
Yep.
So that's unique.
Yeah. That's another reason why holding myself accountable has always been quite challenging. I don't know how to conserve energy when every day is surprising.
Yeah, every day is different. I don't know how you do it. It's very impressive that you can
thanks.
do it. I would lose my mind if every day was different and like, people cancel on you. Everything can change on a dime. And then you have like gaps in your schedule. Like for me, like I don't work well with like I struggle with this in my day job, which is like I'll have a meeting and then I'll have an hour free. And then I'll have another meeting and then I'll have 30 minutes free. And then I'll have another hour-long meeting. And it's like those gaps between meetings are not long enough for me to actually get anything done, get any strategic thinking in. Like the best I can do is respond to messages, respond to emails, and then the day's over and you're like, oh, I didn't actually make any progress. So that's definitely like, so if my entire sort of life was like that, I would struggle. I think I would really struggle. I think I would struggle a lot more than you do. Like,
Well,
you get a lot, you get it done.
Yeah, I get things done in a weird way.
Well, you have no choice.
I really don't. That's just the nature of my work. That's just also the nature, I think, of my own being. I say that I have ADHD. I'm not clinically diagnosed, yeah. But I have a lot of telltale signs that my doctor said I probably do. And I didn't want to spend the money. Regardless, I liked the PT somewhat chaotic schedule way more than being a general manager at the gym, even though that was stricter hours and I could just let it go once the day was done. It was way more thrilling. I had more energy, weirdly, as a PT, having these sporadic moments of work. So even though I feel like my energy is low this week, I know that I can bring it back up. It's just this week. But it's
Yeah.
always 1 week of the month,
Yeah.
which is repetitive.
And frustrating.
And I seem to always forget that it's just 1 week of the month.
Yeah, but it's so frustrating.
It is. It is. So how can we hold ourselves accountable through all of this chaos and inconsistencies?
I don't know. Like there are moments where I'm just like, I want to be like, Mika, we need to do this. We
Yeah.
need to get this done. But then you weren't feeling well, so I felt bad. And I don't know. You know, we asked each other this question last time around.
Yeah.
Like, how do you want me to hold you accountable? I've been singing a lot, by the way.
Yeah, but you haven't come out with any of the songs, so it's fake news. It's it's not official. You need to have at least 3 to 5 listeners for that song on Spotify before
That's
I can.
not. Nope. Those are not the terms and conditions at all.
Okay, well, how about you demonstrate? What's the song? What?
No. Sorry.
I honestly forgot the song that I sang in the last accountability. Hey.
I was trying to figure out whether you were just trying to trick me into
I can't
singing.
remember it.
I can't remember either.
It was along the lines of, hey, I love you. What's up? We got to do the thing. Yeah, are you okay? I mean, I think it would still work. I think it would still work.
What would you have done yesterday when you were really feeling crappy? If I would have been like, go get your laptop. We're going to do this. We need to do this. Like, how would that have felt, though?
Well, here's the thing. Regardless if I feel shitty or not, I know things need to get done. So I would have brought the laptop, put a smile on my face, and do it. I might whine a little bit, but that's just me. You know, that you need to get some sort of energy out. But
Like, do we want to try that?
we can.
It's scary.
Of course. Of course. Of course
You
it's
just
scary.
feel so bad to be like, you feel like shit.
Yeah.
Can we start work now?
I think that would make me laugh so much. Wow, you feel like shit? Let's start work. I mean, if listeners, you don't know, no, you should know. Jen used to be, let me start this over again. Jen is a client. I train her, and all the time, every single time she comes in for a workout, she's like, I don't want to do this. I'm like, that's really...
Not every time, excuse me.
No,
Sometimes I
but
want
sorry,
to.
not every time. But the sometimes that she doesn't want to do a certain exercise, I'm like, oh, damn.
Do it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I think it would work because it would be so funny to me.
Okay.
So try it, because I know it comes from love. I mean, when I train you or, be my trainer side, it's not like you...
That's so true, though, actually.
Right?
You hold me accountable in the gym.
Yeah. Because that is my domain? I don't know. What is it? No.
Well, yeah, it's your domain.
It's my domain, but it's also like you already gave me that trust.
Yeah, that's what I... Actually,
Yeah.
that's what I want from you.
Yeah. You have that trust. Just so you know, you do have that trust. You can say, love you. Get your ass up. Time to go. And I'm like, you're right. Here we go.
Yeah.
I think it would work.
In a
I
lot
genuinely
of ways,
think it would work.
I think it would too. No, but that makes sense, actually, because, like, we talk about, everything is interconnected.
Yes.
And, like, we were talking about compartmentalizing time, but also space. So, like, in the gym, you clearly feel confident and you have the authority to hold me accountable in that way because that's your professional domain. The thing is that we're friends. And so when we see each other hurting, sick, literally in pain, low energy, having a bad day, it's harder.
Yes.
It's way harder.
And just for context, I also take it easy on Jen when she's genuinely having a bad day, not just because she doesn't like the exercise. There have been times where she's like, I can't do that. And I'm like, it's okay. We can do something else. So we do know when it is okay to push and when it's not. I think yesterday you could push me, though. It could have been a day where you're like, I love you. It's time to do some stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Because now it's Sunday evening and we're both like a little... I don't know. Are you stressed? I'm not sure. It's not that I'm stressed. I'm just like,
dang it. Yeah. I don't particularly get stressed like a normal person. So I don't feel the stress that you're feeling right now, but I still have the disappointment of not reaching the goals that we've set.
I'm not stressed either.
Yeah.
But
I'm more like, damn it. Shoot.
Yeah, like
crap.
We gotta, when are we gonna find time to do this?
Yeah.
We want to do this. We want to meet our deadlines.
Yeah. I think we just gotta keep telling ourselves it's hard and we're gonna do it. We're tired and we're gonna do it. That's been pulling us through a lot.
I know, but also we don't want to strain our friendship.
Yeah.
Like that's one of our other episodes, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Everything is woven and interconnected, but we have the trust that can get through like just low energy days and doing it the best that we can.
Yeah.
I don't know. We should just try it.
We're going to try it.
Yeah.
We're going to try it, but it's hard because I think like we, from the get-go, always said that we're our friendship is the priority over the business. And that's exactly, it feels exactly opposite to that when you're like curled up on the sofa with a hot water bottle. And if I'm like, I love you, but get your laptop. It's time to get to work. It's actually like counter.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think what you can do is be like, okay, I'm sorry you feel like shit. In 30 minutes, though. In 30 minutes. So giving me like a transition or like a moment. Let's start work. Let's just do a little bit. And that will actually get my ass up. If you feel that I'm like particularly... Because I was low. I was not doing very hot, well, whatever.
I mean, on Monday, I was also like still quite sick. Like I took a sick day because I was sick. But then we needed to record some like introductions. And I was kind of grumpy. But we did it though.
Yeah, that's the thing. We did it.
We rallied. I rallied.
Yeah.
We rallied.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't use those ones.
Oh, God.
But I'm really happy that we did rally. I'm happy about that. I'm really proud of us.
Yeah, it's hard to do it anyway. It's when you show up when it's hard. It's just consistency. I think that's the thing is like our rhythm, our consistency is not very consistent.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on. Let me just tell you something right now, just so then you know. Remember the time where you were like, how about we do your budget? And I started crying.
Yep.
No amount of our work would lead me to that.
Okay.
Just so you know. Okay?
Oh my God.
And that was a really funny day because I was surprised that I started crying.
I was surprised too because I don't know why. Like I'm the psychopath that like finds budgeting fun almost, and like
yeah, you said it's so happy too. I was how about?
But the reason why, but no, it was because you were feeling low that day and that you had not been as productive as you wanted to be.
Yep.
But like you had these things, I can't remember, this is months ago, but like you had these things that you wanted to do that were like really big things. They weren't like a single task, right?
Yeah.
Like they weren't easy to do things.
Yeah.
And in my mind, reconcile your budget is super easy.
Yeah. Right.
You
of
just,
course.
all you're doing is plugging numbers
Yeah.
into a spreadsheet.
Makes so
it's
much
like
sense.
like a monkey could do it.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I was like, you're going to feel so much better because it'll be done and it will be easy. You actually don't need your brain to do it. Mm-hmm. And so like, that's how I am when I'm like kind of brain dead or I'm like feeling guilty about having been as productive as I wanted to be. Especially when I have these like sort of big ticket items that I wanted that, you know, require thought and engagement or, you know, just like some cognitive energy.
Yeah.
And I don't have it.
Yeah.
I do laundry.
Right.
A lot of laundry just so that I can feel like I did something.
That's
do a
good.
lot of laundry. Yeah.
That's good.
And for me, kind of doing the budget is like doing my budget is
Yeah.
the same thing.
No, I understood it in the way that you said it because of course you would say
And then
that.
you burst into tears,
I
and I was like,
know.
"Oh, shit!"
Because I would love to feel that. One of these days, you know, I would love to have that happiness towards my budget. But unfortunately, I'm not there yet. And yeah, that was a particularly low day. And it did make me cry a little, but it also made me laugh. So I was laughing and crying at the same time. So just so you know, anything that we create, nothing would get me close to that.
That's a good baseline. Thank you.
You're welcome. And that wasn't even bad. That wasn't even bad. I struggle with grammar and English is my first language.
I'm really
Sentence structure.
it's so funny when you set baselines like that. It makes me want to, like when you say it's not even that bad.
Oh no.
I'm like, what would
Be
push you over the edge?
bad? Let me think. Push me over the edge.
And
to
it's not
what?
because I want to push you over the edge, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, I want to know where the edge is.
Where I'd say like absolutely not.
Where you would be like, fuck off. I'm
Oh.
tired, or like I'm sick, or I just am not in the mood to do this right now. And no amount of pushing or singing or slam poetry is gonna
I don't
make a
know.
difference.
Like if you have that on the table, there's not many things that wouldn't get me up because I'd be like, okay, well that's fair. That's an equal exchange. I will do the work if you sing me a song or do some slam poetry. That's hard. I'm gonna say that I'm sure that there is, but in all accounts, like Jen, I've told you before, you're an amazing manager. You're an amazing leader. And whenever you bring energy to something, I also want to have that energy. So that's why when you suggested the budget, even though I burst into tears, I was inspired to do my budget still. Do you understand? Like, that's so crazy. That is so crazy. You have to give yourself more credit with how much you lead this charge. This is your domain. Personal training is my domain. This is your domain. I trust you so much. At any point you can say, I love you.
yeah, but you do all the like the audio engineering and the editing for this podcast.
Okay, yeah, sure.
That's your domain.
That's
I don't know
great.
how to do any of that.
What about all the operations and the strategic stuff and all of the admin? I have no idea how to do any of that.
Did you
And all
like-
of it makes me want to cry.
Did you like the podcast planner though?
It was really cute. No, I like
yeah,
that. That was really
yeah.
nice. It was really
Yeah.
pretty to see.
Yeah, in Google Sheets. I mean, I can't take credit for building the whole thing from scratch.
Oh, but good job finding it.
Yeah, it was a really good.
$3.99. Yes.
Right?
Love a deal.
Yeah,
So great. Saves you so much time too.
saved me hours,
Yeah.
if not days.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, for our listeners, if you need a podcast planner, actually, I think there's so many Google Sheet and Excel templates. I'm getting really nerdy now, but like There's so many out there, and they save you so much time.
Good. I'm happy.
And they're not expensive.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
Love a steal.
Work smarter, not harder.
Thank you. I was about to say Walmart after that.
Not a sponsor.
That's so funny.
Although Mika.
Nope, no, not anymore.
Okay.
I'm not a sponsor for Walmart. Going back to the topic, accountability.
We got to wrap it up so we can get some work done.
Yeah. You can take charge.
Okay, I'll try.
I might need 15 minutes, but I'm gonna do it. I promise you that. Whatever it is, I'm gonna do it. Think of it like this. This is your revenge, okay? We're
My
literally,
revenge.
yeah. I'm your coach in the gym, and you're the trainee. Now it's switched. I already, like,
But
in
we
my
need-
head, understood that. Because I don't know this world as
You
well.
do know, you know.
Not well like you.
But it's not about the world. It's just about doing the things. Like,
I know. It's very hard for me sometimes. Until someone's like, you know you can do it. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're right. I can do it. What happened? How come my legs didn't move before? Anyways,
Anyway, okay. I'll try.
yeah. It's not going to break the friendship if you're like, hey, we're building something amazing. I'm going to need you to work for it too. Let's go. It's hard. I know. You got this.
Yeah, but you know.
It's scary. Hey, you know what? No, 100% though. Every time I tell you it's time to do Bulgarians, I'm really scared too to suggest that.
I like Bulgarians. What are you talking about? Shit.
Okay, well, I will
I
put
do,
that into
though.
my notes.
I actually do like them.
Oh, yeah, what do you don't like?
Try to think of all the things I like.
No worries. It's okay. I already have notes. You're good.
I like RDLs.
That's good.
I mean, I don't like them.
You're so funny.
I'm trying to figure out my reverse psychology. Do I like them? I'm not sure.
Good job.
No, I don't.
Okay. Wow, crazy. Crazy.
I hate them.
Oh, no. Okay, well, I'll take that into account. Thank you. Your request has been submitted.
Thanks. None of my requests have ever been approved.
No,
so-
none. But it's okay. It's still submitted. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's okay to hold me accountable.
It's okay to hold me accountable.
Yeah.
We have to do it. We have to do a better job.
I think because I can't see the overarching.
Overarching?
Arcing?
I don't know.
It's like arc. Arc?
Overarching?
Yeah, okay. Overarching plan of maneuvers.
Oh my god. Are we starting a revolution? Actually, we kind of are.
I think it's
what?
because it's like I can't see how this small thing will affect something else sometimes. So when you're like, no, we need this, I'm like, oh, okay, this has to be priority then. Cool, so I'll work on that.
Yeah, that's fair. I used to, when I had my marketing team, like I often would be like, help me prioritize. So if it's important to you, make sure you communicate it to me because I'll push it up my list of priorities.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think
prioritizing
is hard for me.
But you know what it is? I think I realize also, oh my god, this is getting too long. But like it's a bit triggering for me. This is another episode. It's triggering for me when people ask me to hold them accountable. Because in my experience, it was very frustrating that someone couldn't hold themselves accountable.
Yeah, fair.
Ever.
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes being asked to hold, it's never been triggering. Like, you've never triggered me. Well, you've never asked me to hold you accountable. But like, just maybe like putting that out there that could be a thing.
That's so fair.
If you ask me to hold you accountable,
Yeah.
or like, I also want to ask you to hold me accountable, but
Yeah.
it's also a bit of a trigger for me.
Yeah, fair.
Because in the past, one of my co-founders, like, that's all they asked for, and they still didn't deliver. So it was almost like putting the onus on the other person, and if
Yeah.
the shit doesn't get done, it's actually the person that's supposed to hold
Yeah.
the person that's supposed to do it accountable. It's
Yeah.
very convoluted and weird.
I understand.
But yeah,
I
it
get
just
it.
kind of occurred to me. I was like, oof,
No, that's a good thing to know.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes so much sense as to why. Like, you're an incredible leader where it doesn't even feel like you're asking someone to do something, because people already understand what it is we're creating, and so they just fill in that gap because they're following your lead. You don't have to ask people. I think in this section, I'm not really asking you to hold me accountable. I'm actually asking you to help me prioritize better, because I know all of this is important. And when so many things are important for me, it's hard for me to be like, okay, so I should actually get this one done first,
Okay.
and then this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so-
fair. And I also would love that in return as
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
You
I mean,
know?
we have our lists,
Yeah.
but to me, those just become things that we have to do. Not, okay, this needs to get first.
Yeah,
Sorry, this
right,
needs
right,
to
right.
be done first. So then this one. So
Right,
then
right,
this
right.
one.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's try that too.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good.
We'll always figure it out. We'll find out what works best for us.
Yeah. Yeah. So far, so good.
So far, so good. We're killing it. We're doing good.
We're having fun. That's the most important thing. We're still having a lot of fun.
We are.
Even when we're having like a rough week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Awesome.
Good follow up. Good check in.
follow-up. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's get to work.
Let's get to work. Thank you for joining this session of Co-Founder Therapy.
If something resonated, bring it into your next conversation, because growth happens when we speak about what matters.
Until next time, keep building, keep listening, and keep having the conversations that move you forward.